Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed that intro. A bit of cinematic stuff to start the day on a crisp, beautiful winter's morning. And today we're going to be going through the UK 2021 price predictions with me, Mark Parham. So welcome to my channel. And to just give you some context, I've built and managed companies up to about £6-7 million turnover, as well as running about £3 million worth of UK property. So I've been in business for about 15 years and I've seen market cycles. I've had businesses that have gone into liquidation and I've done very well out of others. So I've got a good broad range of experience. But let's get into my considerations about the UK property prices in 2021. Look, so a lot has been made of coronavirus and its effect to the UK economy, and there is no doubt that it has had an effect. Now, I myself run a taxi business. As you can imagine, our revenue's down about 2/3. So there is no question that this has had an effect on us. However, and there is a big however, the government all the way through this pandemic has paid the bill. And what I mean by that is if you shut down the economy, you have to support the economy, and they have done every time. And my prediction for 2021 is much of the same. I don't believe for 1 second, I mean, imagine going into a restaurant, getting a bill for £20 for your meal and paying £19.50 and then running off. You're just not going to do that, right? You run a big risk with very little reward. And I would consider the government's position to be fairly similar in this instance, that you can't leave the economy at this point because you run a huge risk of tanking it with very little upside. So I think it can be accepted that it's unlikely that the government is going to stop supporting the UK economy throughout this tough time. The big question we really all have is, when will normality come back? And there's a range of options that are being put forward by various scientists. I mean, I subscribe to the by spring we will have some level of normality, and by autumn probably back to 2019 levels of normality. And that seems to be the general consensus. So let's loop this all the way round to property prices and what's likely to happen in 2021. Well, we can look backwards at 2020 and we can say, well, 2020 actually ended up having a record year. The Office for National Statistics yesterday produced their report, which stated that the UK had a growth of 7.6%. And that's a fantastic level of growth. The highest since 2016, in fact. So with all the supportive measures that the government have put in place, the property market has continued to perform well. I also am in contact with investors and entrepreneurs all the time, and I know there is a lot of capital on the sideline. So I believe that 2021 could actually be a bumper year. Now, I'm aware that this is a very controversial statement, and I am no economist. Too many people are out there, though, doom-saying that this is the end of UK property and that the property price is going to crash by 15 to 20%. I just don't think that's the case. I think the government's supportive measures that have been put in place are strong enough, and I think if they need to do more, they will. I think that interest rates are at a record low, and I think that there's plenty of money on the sidelines from investors should opportunities arise in the market. So I think the market will probably perform very well in 2021. So that neatly leads me on to my strategy for 2021, doesn't it? So what am I going to be doing? Well, nothing really is going to change for me. I'm going to continue to buy as an investor, which means I will look at opportunities, I will buy below market value, and I will make sure that my ROIs are really strong on every purchase. And that way, my rent will insulate me against any issues, as well as a discount that I negotiate at the beginning. And it really is this strategy that served me so well over the last few years. So I don't see any reason to change it at this point. The discounts that I'm negotiating are strong enough that if there was a market correction of any sort, I would have a level of insulation against that. But what are your thoughts? What are you planning on doing? I am certainly no economist, and nor do I have a crystal ball. I listened intently when people told me in 2020 to pull out of some of the transactions I was taking part of in the first half, and I understood their reasons, but ultimately I made my own decision and went forward, and now they look like very good decisions. I think it was Warren Buffett that said, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. And I think that served me well, because when everybody was running scared, I was picking up some bargains. But what are your strategies? Let me know for 2021. What are you looking forward to? What are your hopes? And if you'd like to have a one-to-one chat with me, remember, until I get to 1,000 subscribers, you can click a link in the description and we can have a one-to-one chat. So I hope this video has been good for you. I've been Mark Parham. I've enjoyed making it, and please, please, please subscribe and give me a big thumbs up, because that really does help me out with the algorithm. And I will see you on Monday now. Thank you very much.